Hello and welcome back to coverage of the New Zealand Disc Golf Championships. This is round 2 front 9 coverage of the MPO lead card, brought to you by MDG Media. I'm Connor Wood, and with me, Andrew Gum.
Yeah, very happy to be here for this really big event. Stacked lead card for moving day here. Gonna be really exciting.
No doubt, as we see our leader here, Ethan Stout, playing a very solid start to this season. He is sitting at 6 under, leading the field, and we'll see if he can carry that momentum into round 2. Sponsored by Small Planet and Disc Golf Underground player.
Yeah, in second place, Jayden Watkinson. Really impressed with his performance on the opening round. He's the current and reigning national champion and 992 rated.
We see representing Europe, Maxime Tanghe coming in at 3 under, tied in third place. Had a very strong hot start to the front 9 at 6 under. Caught a little bit of trouble in that very tricky back 9, but is still here to fight it out for those final podium positions.
And tied with him is Nate Perkins. He's from Austin, Texas. I just came back from there. Really, really wonderful place to be. Great disc golf community. And
as we see the standings, Ethan leading with a 2-stroke lead. Jayden 1 over the rest of the field at 3rd, and a bunch of players tied in 7th at 2 under. We got 36 more holes.
Wow, what an exciting card. Nate, one of the veterans of the game, not just as a player, but as a media personality as well. And great
Absolutely.
to see
Our
Max
players
on there,
will be. Yeah, what a fortunate opportunity. Head of production of MDG, Maxime, representing Belgium and getting all the way down there to compete in the national championship. Very cool. We see here hole 1, par 4, 182 meters. That Mando left pushing you to play down the leftwards tunnel. After about a 60-meter shot, you have roughly 100 left up the tunnel to then try and break through the final Guardians and find yourself a birdie putt. The upshot really is where the money's made.
Yeah, great starting hole. Again, a little bit windy today, not quite as heavy as yesterday. Yesterday it was really howling. Ethan with that nice lefty backhand stroke and gets a good skip.
He got way down there.
Shapes up good for that lefty. Jayden, Halo Destroyer.
Looks like it's a very straight shot. I think not fading as early as he had hoped. Still might have a chance, though, to battle his way up there. So we see Max now.
Going with the instinct. Little overturn, but
great disc. I also bag 2 instincts, actually, at the moment.
Nice, great fairway. That settled up pretty nice, actually. It looked like it was overturned, but it flattened out just enough to get a little bit of a slide. And now Nate lining up that forehand. Very well known for.
Yeah, as he hugs the tree, and look at the slide down the ramp. Middle of the fairway.
Great.
That is an ideal shot.
Yeah, great finish. Just missed that middle tree and got himself way up there.
Jayden now. From pretty far back, still has a lot of work to do. Looks to be hitting that high gap, fading in. Oh, and as he tried to make it all the way, just the last Guardians to shut him down. I think potentially a long birdie look, but likely a par for him. Maxime, was that a Ruru in his hand?
Yep. Really good stroke.
Big power for the standstill backhand.
He's got a ton of power.
I think we'll see that featured today on some of these long holes.
Yeah, him and Guillaume, the Belgian bomber bros. Guillaume throws even farther.
Oh, he catches the stick there.
Wow.
Funny little ground play, but caught him softly and spun out right next to the basket. Good stuff for Ethan.
Finished great.
Nate looking to crash that forehand hyzer in.
Nate's got a new bag.
A little bit of an early fade.
Sponsored by Clash and RPM. And been a nice touch on that approach, but gave it a chance. A little bit left. But really, really great to see the local players representing able to hold the lead over some great American and European players.
Yeah, and a real battle of the regions here. We have North America, Europe, New Zealand represented. Really cool to see the international reach that disc golf is growing into.
Very fun.
Jayden from downtown almost finds chains.
I liked it. Great touch.
Really decent run. Yeah.
Nice soft one. I don't have to worry about it going too far. It looked like it was going to drop right in the bucket, but just missed.
And a floaty little putt. Didn't have too much spin to it, but make sure to put that one in.
Yeah, not the most confident putt, but it counts. Card razzing him a little, maybe. Nate putting with that Nomad. His good friend James Conrad's signature disc. Gets it in for the par.
As Max takes a similar fate here. And Ethan, I believe, with the lone birdie, if he ever wants to come back and finish this putt.
Might have forgot. Oh, here he comes. Taking a sweet time.
Sometimes it's a tap in, you know? Savor the birdie as long as you can.
Great start. Extending his lead to 3 strokes now over Jayden. So can move
Very
right
solid.
Right out of the gate.
Hole 2. 210-meter par 4. This has a friendly first shot where you can rip a big drive with no OB up until 140 meters. It shouldn't come into play unless you're really pushing the distance. You can opt for a forehand or backhand approach, depending on which side of this guarded green you want to come through. But watch out, because the grass is short and the OB long is very present.
Beautiful, beautiful looking hole. Nice tall trees there by the green. Shapes up good. Really, really happy to have this coverage.
Ethan on the box, getting a nice turnover shot here. We'll see if he contends it all with that 140-meter river. No, perfect placement just before it.
Perfect.
Jayden having shown good control of the angles in our round 1 coverage. Looks to have thrown a little bit low there, but I think he has enough distance to still give it a chance on his second to make it all the way.
Yeah, I got a decent skip. Maxime ripping on a force here.
And a good use of the overstability there to try and control the distance, but he actually skips over the OB path.
That'll work.
Great display of the power with a what really looks like a straight to hyzer shot.
Hey, looked like it came out a little early, but it flips up nice. And it's a little bit left, but that'll be fine.
I think he was just trying to smooth that one out. Maybe the lower speed of the arm contributing to a slightly early release.
Halo Destroyer here.
This looks crushed. We'll see if it can fight all the way through.
Got great power. And that finish is
an incredible shot.
Oh, man. Super well done. Gallery approved. I thought I heard a cowbell there. But he was really excited. Oh, slip from Ethan.
He's crashing in nicely to the green, though. And he'll have edge of circle, perhaps early circle, to look for his birdie.
Oh, great. Looked like he might have stepped on his disc or just slipped.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, and Nate saying no out of the hand. He does not like the release.
I don't think it's that bad.
And he's putting for birdie.
No, that's great. Yeah. The tree helped a little, but yeah. He didn't love it, but I think it was a decent shot all the way, really. Just maybe a little bit too much hyzer. Maxime's so good at these standstill shots. Incredible to watch how much power he gets.
Oh, and look at the touch as he slides it up just right.
Yeah, that was his mutant.
Really nice.
Incredibly overstable mid-range, and he really knows how to work the angle on those.
Oh, Ethan with a good bid. Catches a little bit too high, and it rolls back towards him.
Top shelf.
Salt in the wound.
A lot of chains, but yeah. Super close. Be a good gauge of how Jayden's feeling.
Oh,
Okay,
and what a
nice.
solid birdie off that tee shot when he grounded it pretty early, I think.
Oh,
to
yeah.
have that huge second shot and then make that putt. Confident start.
Oh, that looked pretty good. Caught a lot of chains and some nubs, but no dice.
Maxime taps in a stress-free birdie. Really showed how to play this hole, 210-meter par 4. It helps if you can clear that OB on the first shot.
For sure. Bogey there.
You can really... Yeah.
After that slip on his upshot and just missing his putt, so chance for the others to crawl back a little closer.
2-stroke swing between the bogey and the birdie on our lead card. Things are heating up. Hole 3, par 3, 99 meters, has a late double mando, forcing players to hit a very small window way up there in the trees. I think for most of these guys, a spike hyzer is the line. I think they're quite comfortable with the power. And to be fair, it's not really worth laying up before because you still have a solid par chance from the drop zone.
Yeah, great hole. This one's sponsored by Crafties. If you like great food and craft beer, check them out. There you see it. Jayden here on the box.
He has a good width. We'll see if he finds the ground play he's looking for. Definitely gave himself a chance.
That'll do. Circle's edge putt for the birdie. Can't really expect too much more on this one. Hard to get it up for the park job with the way that the Mando shapes, but look at this.
Now
Big.
that's a spike hyzer.
There you go. Lined up nicely. Deep circle 2 putt for the bird.
We'll see what height Nate opts for. A little bit lower, is swinging in nicely. We'll see if it hits the distance right, though. This could be in trouble.
Oh, he just missed the Mando
As he
there.
sneaks over it, yeah. He will be playing, I believe, from that drop zone for his par putt.
A great looking line.
Ethan composing himself here. Yeah, definitely, but that shows that even just a hint of aggression on this hole can be punished.
Exactly.
Now, that's a smooth line for the left-handed backhand throw.
Very nicely done. He might be obstructed by that left side Mando tree, but got great distance. And now we get to see the first drop zone shot we've seen, and he almost nailed it. Like he thought he had it. Just comes up a tad bit short.
Maxime with the eye of the tiger.
Looks dialed. And
Finds it.
Got it.
You could
Great
just see
birdie.
it in his eyes.
Yeah.
He wanted that one.
Great to
2
see.
down through the first 3. Hot start for Max.
And he's earned himself a slow motion replay here early on. From behind angle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Great to see. A little hop. Some happy emotion from the leader of the MDG crew.
Oh, Jayden getting heavy chains on the strong side. But
Yeah.
a little bit too far out.
A little low. Oh, nice.
Solid birdie for the
there.
left-hand backhand. I got to give it up. Big respect to Ethan there. That is not an easy line to execute, and he did it pretty much to perfection.
Yeah, with that righty putt, too. That's cool.
Oh, good point. Good point.
I'm not sure. I can't remember if that's his normal putt. It might be.
I believe so. I believe Ethan is right-handed normally in
And he throws
real
left.
life,
Yeah,
outside of disc golf, and he throws left-handed off the tee. So
that's right.
interesting fun fact about his game there.
Yeah, so he putts right-handed.
As you mentioned, putting right-handed, yeah.
Yeah. Very, very unique style. Cool to see.
We continue to hole 4. Par 5, 240 meters. This is a long straight fairway with right side OB the entire way and a late Mando tree pinching off this gap between the OB hedge and the basket Mando. You want to get as far up there as you can, try to swing in the huge hyzer. I think for these big throwers and lead card, there is a potential look at eagle here. Should be exciting to see how aggressive they want to play it. as anything that really slides under or near that hedge can very quickly find itself OB.
Another great hole. Softest of the par 5s on this course, but it can definitely do some damage if you're not careful. That OB lining the fairway. And here you get a good look at the power Maxime has. Just smooshing that force, getting the perfect bit of turn, and finishing real strong.
Oh yeah, he is way up there, dead center fairway. I think that really is, you can't ask for much more out of your drive than that. He may have a look at that elusive eagle look at that we mentioned.
Yeah.
Ethan, big hyzer backhand.
That'll play. Flirting a little bit with that OB on the right, but it'd shape up pretty good for his lefty backhand on the second shot.
Jayden also crushing this as he gets a little turn and then big fade. Yeah. Nice consistent flight of an overstable high-speed driver there. Jayden's shown a great control over his drivers on the feature card.
Yeah, he's got a really nice reach back and a very smooth, kind of slow, deliberate release.
Interesting. Nate releasing hyzer on that left side. I don't know if he wanted more turn or if it was an early release, but the line was a little bit questionable out of the hand.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to work it left to right with something maybe a little flippier, but that's a touchy shot. Now this is moving right.
Very solid. Yeah, that second shot is super clean.
Yeah, nicely done. Starting to be a little worried about that OB on the right side, but came up well short of it. No stress. Ethan just playing for position here.
Just trying to fight his way back to the inside enough that he can push up that narrow gap. I think he's going to be quite pinched from there still. Might just have to lay up.
RPM discs.
Jayden swinging that hyzer around the Mando. Nicely done. Looks like he pushed through it just a little bit. He is in prime location.
Yeah, nicely done. Big thanks to RPM.
Seems looking up at the sky here. I think he's trying to play over that hedge.
Got a splice. Very overstable fairway driver, and he's trusting it on that big, steep. Oh, wow. Almost skips it in for the albatross. He's going to have an eagle look from inside the circle.
Wow.
What is going on here?
Dropping bombs on this fairway. I believe Ethan just having to lay up there.
You were right.
Too pinched to make the Mando. Nate running it from.
Oh my! What
crazy
a bid.
distance. These guys are lighting this course up.
Guys came to play today. We're not even through 4 holes, and we're just seeing highlights like crazy, huh? This is wonderful.
New Zealand disc golf at its finest.
Yep.
Jayden swings this one up, puts himself nice and close for a stress-free birdie.
Yeah, what a pleasure to watch. Looks like a lovely day. Not as windy as yesterday, and that sun's shining. Everything's lush green. Just beautiful. Just like that upshot. Right to the pole. And here we are for the
Max
eagle.
For eagle.
Let's go. Yes. Nicely done, Maxime. That puts him at 4 down for the round.
4 down through 4, baby. What a start.
He had a hot start yesterday, too, didn't he? He was 6 down through the front 9.
I think he's just got this front 9 dialed.
Man.
Nate finds his birdie there as well. Really nice upshot. Almost put it in for eagle as well.
Sure did. Nicely played.
And a very solid birdie there for Jayden.
Easy one. Par there, I believe, yeah. Or Ethan. Well, things have really tightened it up. Maxime's got to share the lead. 7 down.
Hole 5. This could be where another swing happens if they're not careful. Par 3, 110 meters, a backhand straight shot or a soft little forehand flex play. You want to watch out for the short hazard path double OB islands on left and right side, and even if you make it all the way there, you still have to contend with this nicely elevated basket. In this wind, that might make things tricky.
Yep.
Having said that, I think conditions are slightly better than in round one.
Definitely seems like it. It's breezy, but yesterday was full on wind, you know. Big, nice high.
Max on the box, looking to be a really nice putter shot, maybe even. Does that look to land very soft with a long, slow turn? Good height and hyzer release. He looks to be about 15 short.
Yeah, that was
a long look to the birdie.
Ruru. Put a nice.
There you go.
Nice hyzer flip on that one. Whoa, what happened here? That was terrible angle out of the hand.
Again, I think I think he's playing that forehand flex again.
Just roll his wrist or something, maybe?
Ensure no OB is coming into play on the right side. I think the forehand hyzer just risks some OB in that N-hyzer. A bit too strong. There's the flex play.
Yeah, Nate's a real master of these angles. This one straightens out a bit, but he's up there for a look.
Yeah, looks to be similar distance to Maxime, but left side.
Kind of a scary putt with that little bit of elevated basket. 15 meters or a little more.
I was wondering at 15 if these guys are running it or laying up in this.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to
round,
see.
This weather.
Oh, look at this low power shot, getting the ground play, and he's coming up just a bit short, just around where Max finished, I believe.
But we got 3 pretty nice putts for birdie.
Is it starting to rain a little?
See Jayden here.
Awesome umbrella.
Shot up there.
Maybe just a sprinkle. Should be all right. A little bit of work left to do, but...
All right, what do we say? Do we run it?
I hope so. No. Probably smart decision there. It's still early. Moving day. You hate to do a silly 3-putter or worse, you know. And taking the medicine as well.
Same thing from Ethan there. We'll see if Max wants to extend his lead, or rather capture the lead over Ethan, who he is currently tied with.
Oh, he looked thirsty.
Also opts to simply
he looked
lay
thirsty
up.
for it for a moment, but then I think he made the right decision.
I think
there.
knowing that Ethan laid it up, that's the right call. Having the privilege to go second there.
Yeah, knowing
2 leaders.
Knowing you're not going to lose anything on this one anyway, so. And Jayden's right there.
I
with
just
these
don't
guys.
think this hole is the spot to go for it, you know.
Yeah, it's so early on, and there's so much that can go wrong, you know. If you miss.
Jayden, unfortunate putt there to find himself a bogey, but he's been playing very solidly. I think he'll bounce back, no problem.
For sure. Just a little high on that putt, but not a bad effort. Another par for Nate and a par for the leader, or the co-leader, Ethan.
And a tap in for Max. We see 3 pars and 1 bogey on hole 5.
That hole's proving to be more difficult than I would expect.
It does kind of just look like a straight 100 meters, doesn't it? I'm not sure if it plays as such. We see here hole 6, 83-meter par 3. Very likely that this is the easiest hole on the course. The guarded green can be tricky to navigate, but with a low shot, likely forehand, once you get a skip on this short grass, you really can enter the green comfortably.
Yeah, and shapes up really good for Ethan's lefty backhand as well.
Good point.
Coming in left to right, shaping up good. And the other guys all have pretty serviceable forehands. Max seems to trust his backhand a little more, but I know he does have an incredibly good forehand. Like, maybe just not as comfortable with it.
Interesting. He's playing that front door. Oh my God.
Wow.
You can see why.
He almost skipped that in.
He just snuck that. He jumps the log, didn't he?
Yeah, that was basket high and just a little bit left, but man, great shot.
Hey, respect Max. Style points.
Yeah, going backhand.
I do think it's the harder of the 2 lines. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, without question.
He makes it work.
Nate getting a nice little kiss off that tree, and he'll have a birdie look. Might have a little bit of obstruction with that one guardian tree, but he's got a pretty good straddle putt, so maybe he can Stretch out a little.
Yeah, and between the down-sloping green and the short grass, I think these guys all trying to hit the hill a little bit short of the basket to then skip or hop there or roll their way down there, but none of them really getting all the way to the basket. Jayden, this looks like it has a great angle.
Crisp line. Flare skipping.
A little bit inside.
Yeah, just a bit inside.
But pin high. I think we'll have 4 pretty tricky but doable putts for birdie.
Yeah. Join the journey with MDG Media. Check them out on Patreon and do what you can to support. Oh, chain out left side. Bummer. That looked real good. Kind of popped off. Game. Looking to keep a great round going. Stabs at it, but misses it left. You'll have a little bit of work left. Some slight frustration there. Might still be out now. Nate's up. Clean putt there.
Nice birdie putt.
Great bird. Like he's starting to get a real good feel for that nomad.
And Jayden also with a great putt for his birdie. Very different lines for our field here to get up to the green as we see Max for his par save. Finds the heart.
Nice putt there. Looked like he was feeling a little bit
he's
nervous.
still 4 down through 6.
Yeah, I think he knows he's got a hot pace and maybe he's starting to think a little too much, but hopefully he can just keep breathing and stay calm. Super high class player, and great to see him out there on tour.
Cool to see him on some coverage, no doubt. Hole 7, par 4, 135 meters. Fairly short for a par 4, but with this late mando tree to a sharp dogleg right, very difficult to get all the way there. You can use the space on the left to simply throw a straight shot and then swing around on your second. But if you want to get aggressive, go for the eagle. I think the backhand roller is likely the only way.
Yeah, beautiful looking green. Nice shape too. Not huge distance, but gotta be in control.
And I feel like this course has enough huge distance holes that it's kind of a welcome thing to see a very attackable par 4.
Nate laying down a real sweet roller. Keep on moving, baby. Come on back.
Oh, yeah.
Nice work. Is he on the circle's edge for the eagle? Sure
is that a honey?
Honey's money.
Honey is money, baby.
That was a sweet roller.
Jayden now trying to flex the forehand. Really nice parallel to the ground. Nose angle. Gets the full fade. I think he has a long eagle look.
A great shot. What a powerful forehand.
Oh, he's like 15 meters. He's right up there for the eagle.
Yeah. Max is going to go to the roller. Excited to see this. A great touch on these two. Is that 2 inside?
I think it's great.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's real good. Inside the circle with his essence. Laid that down beautifully.
See what sort of putt he can manufacture. Yeah, that was a great line. High out of the hand, quick turn right around the corner. Really nailed the point at which it swapped from cut to turn.
And now another eagle look.
Check that out, Ethan.
We have a chance for an eagle frame here if everyone can come clean on these. You see, this is the furthest one out. And he's
All right, Jayden. Get us started. Oh, good bid.
Yeah, good try at it.
And you know all these guys want it.
Oh, yeah. Nate, circle's edge.
Yeah,
yes.
Let's go.
Great hyzer putt.
Finds it. That's a good start. Look, that puts the momentum, the swing into the air.
And we get to
check out that replay for eagle. Nate Perkins with the nomad.
Another
hyzer
angle.
putt, cashes it.
Boom.
Right in the middle.
Nails it. From that angle, it looked even more clean. Beautifully done.
And now the energy's in the air.
Right. Oh.
Ethan doesn't find the eagle there. We'll see if Max from under the bushes has anything.
Oh, he's a little unlucky to get jammed up in there, but he nails it. No stress. What an awesome eagle. The second one of the round for him.
And what a pace he is setting on this field. Sitting at 9 down, now has a 2-stroke lead over Ethan.
That's amazing.
Let's take a look at that from our angle.
Yeah, I want to see that.
We could not see, but there's the window.
Okay, he was open, yeah. It looked a lot worse from the other side, but still a very well executed putt. And for eagle, that's a nervy one, so great get.
No doubt. Off the knees, little flick of the wrist with the nose up angle, and Ethan.
That's a surprise. Misses his comeback here. Now he's going to have to settle for par and drop 2 strokes to Max and Nate. That's a pretty big moment there. A big momentum shift.
Absolutely. We'll see if Jayden, there you go, finds his birdie.
Yep. He's still right in this. Tied up now with Ethan.
Ethan finds his par. The tables are beginning to turn. Jayden and Ethan tied at 7 under. Max with the lead at 9.
Yeah.
Nate right in the mix.
Super exciting.
We have here hole 8, right? Par 3, 116 meters. Players will need to throw a controlled straight shot as OB sits on the left, right, and long of this basket. Really tricky. Laying up and going short is also not a great option because your approach could still very easily go OB. So make sure to try and put it close, and if you're out, you take an easy 3.
Super creative hole design here. Incorporating that rock ditch and making it OB. That's a great basket placement. Very unique. Nate lining up a flick here. He's so smooth at this. Very athletic movement there. He gets low and he pops it. Really like watching his forehand, and this looks real good. Comes up.
Yeah, that is smooth. Gets a little bit of ground play away from the basket, but very nice forehand. Little hyzer flip action. Gets a full fade. Is this also that Ruru?
I believe so.
He's crazy.
Sure is. He's got so much power though, and he's really great with angles. So I mean, he can.
I mean, you saw he had the distance, but just a little bit to the left, and he finds himself in that ditch.
Yeah, he can throw putters 120 meters and like on the dime too. Throwing the archer in the field with them in the summer, and I just couldn't believe it. How far they were going and landing like right at my feet. Super impressive.
Jayden playing that forehand flex he is so familiar with. Gets a beautiful controlled skip. Can he avoid it?
Oh my goodness, that's a beauty. What a great finish
he's
on that.
Pretty much parked. I mean, yeah, you can't get much closer than that without fully risking the OB. That is perfection.
That was fantastic. Smooth lefty hyzer here. It's a little wide, I think, but if it's got a lot of stability, skips in the ditch.
I think he'll have a putt for par from about circle's edge.
Yeah, it'll be a scary one, though. That OB behind.
Max opts to take a quick 4. No problem. I think he will not be the only one here today on this hole.
Yeah, you don't want this to get, way out of control. If you try to save that par and then you miss it and you're in the OB again. Whoa, beautiful putt right there. He wasn't stressed about it.
Yeah, Ethan having none of that, definitely a bit closer than Max. But Max, able to feel comfortable to give that a bid.
Yeah. Yeah, and Max with that 2-stroke lead, he doesn't really need to take too many risks at that moment. Great putt there from Nate. He's warming up. Hitting that low right side beautifully. Got a lot of hyzer on the putt with the Nomad, and it seems to be working really good.
And Jayden also with a pretty strong start on this front 9. 3 down so far. Let's make that 4 down. Really solid shot off the tee. One of the best we've seen.
Excellent work. He's kind of sneaking it, that 4 down. I guess he's got a ton of
He's shown he has a complete game.
Yeah. 4 out of the last 5 birdies. So, yeah. He's on fire.
And as Maxime drops back 1, I believe he's tied with Jayden at 8 under.
Now him and Jayden are locked up.
This one, though, these guys are all going to be wanting to find the birdie on. Hole 9, par 4, 195 meters. An attackable hole with a full power shot straight off the tee. Make sure to avoid fading left too much as there's a large OB river dividing the fairway. Once you're up there, you have a 40 to 60 meter approach to go over that OB river and try to find a soft landing.
Nate
on the tee. Do you know what he's throwing here?
I do not. But he looks like he wants to put a Lanheiser on it. Oh, no, maybe more of a touch. Hyzer flip.
Nice hyzer flip right up to flat.
Nicely done. Straight as an arrow. Right in the middle.
Jayden now with a big turnover flight. We'll see if he can swing that back left towards that OB river. But even if he's not that close, I'm sure he has all the power to clear on the second. That looks to be a great spot.
Such a smooth, swooping swing, and he just gets really easy distance from what it looks like. High lefty hyzer. Should be fine.
Really safe line, not going to have any risk of OB there. We'll see Max now, how aggressive he wants to get.
Going pretty big with this force. Gets that perfect Anheuser touch.
If he can sit it down before the OB line, he might be really close.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, that's not the line, though. The flags are still just below the frame that we saw.
Yeah, no,
so
that's
he
pretty
is
much
in a great
perfect.
spot. Yeah, that is an ideal landing zone.
He's way up there with a straight approach shot. He's probably going to take that Ruru and just touch one up to the basket, yeah.
Ethan going hyzer. Oh,
ooh.
Drops a pin, almost skips it in.
Nicely done. A little bit work left after that flare skip, but it had a chance to ring up. Nate looks like something overstable.
He needs it to drop quick, and it does.
Beautifully done. Jayden with the zone. Yeah, a little bit much hyzer and skips off pretty far left, but 13, 14 meters from there. Now we see
within his range. Yeah, here's that Ruru you mentioned.
Yeah, and look how far up he is compared to the others.
That is the platinum plastic. As he wishes for it to drop. Oh my
goodness! Wow.
The man is hunting every eagle in the book. He's got hole 4. He's got hole 7. He wanted hole 9.
The Eagle Master. Look at that. Almost dunked it. We got another replay.
Chance.
Yeah, he's singing to the Ruru. And we get the catch cam angle here on the replay. Check it out. Right off the top of these cool baskets.
Oh.
Boom. It almost dropped right in.
Look at the touch.
It stayed up pretty close, too. I mean, for skipping off the top, sometimes those can get a little out of hand, but he's still inside the circle for the birdie look. But beautiful work.
As you mentioned, great angle control. Jayden will be left with a par putt to close out a very solid front 9. Ethan with a great birdie putt there to put himself back to 8 under.
Nicely done. Got quite a battle on our hands here. Things have really evened out from this whole card. They're all right there.
Oh, chainless birdie. Nate puts himself to 5 under for the round, also now at 8 under.
That was a funky one. Yeah, he's happy. That was pretty cool. Just dropped in the bucket.
And Max, to take the solo lead, finds the birdie putting him to 9 down, just 1 ahead of the rest of this lead card.
Oh, man, he did some serious work. 3 birdies, 2 eagles, and almost another one.
Jayden with his par as we round out this front 9. What a performance by these men.
Incredible action we're witnessing here. This is so much fun. Now the guys are all right there in it.
Yeah. As we see Maxime leading at 9 under, 6 under through the front 9. Almost 3 eagles, only 2.
Yes.
Still incredible.
He's backed
Bunch
it up.
of guys tied in 2nd. Nate, Jayden, Ethan, the rest of the lead card, with ties for 5th and 7th as well. Anything could happen as we are now halfway through the tournament. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the back 9.
Yeah. See you soon. Thanks a lot to these touring partners and tournament partners, and for you all for enjoying and supporting this. See you on the back.